Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, like and subscribe. Today's video we'll be discussing Yu-Gi-Oh's Millennium items. The Millennium items are 7 treasures created from an ancient spell found in the Millennium spellbook in order to keep the ancient magic of the Shadow Games locked up forever. The Millennium Stone in the village of Kul-Ina is the origin and resting place of all 7 items, and were also where Akhenaten sacrificed 99 humans in order to create them. The Millennium items grant their chosen owners access to ancient magic to use in Shadow Games. The most standard are granting a wish when being acquired, communicating with spirits, casting penalty games on the loser of a Shadow Game, and that the owner play against. When a Shadow Game starts, using the magic of the items, players will send themselves into an alternate dimension where their duel won't be interrupted, and where cheating is forbidden, punishable by death. Outside a game, in addition to their unique abilities, the item's power of the Shadow Game allows the owners to harness dark magic that they can use to defend themselves with. The power within the Millennium items lets their holders perform feats like putting people to sleep, cloaking himself and others from sight, interfering with other Shadow Games, remote viewing, and etc. The items also give their owners protection from harm and from other magic. According to Sadi, the 3 of the Millennium items represented justice: the key, the scale, and the necklace. 3 are weak to evil, which are the ring, the rod, and the eye. And the 7th, the Millennium puzzle, represents both evil and justice. This will explain the increasingly evil natures of the main antagonists, Pegasus, Merrick, and Bakura. The first of the 7 Millennium items is the Millennium puzzle. In its recent carriers are Solomon Muto and Yugi Muto, and the old carriers were Atem and Priest Seto. Its primary power is to contain the soul of the Pharaoh Atem, summon and control dual monsters including the Egyptian gods, grants the one who solves it intelligence and the power of darkness. The Millennium puzzle is the pyramid-shaped, gold, dripped out 24-karat gold chain. Next up, we got the Millennium Eye, used by Maximilian Pegasus. The main purpose of the Millennium Eye was to read minds, look into a person's soul, and seal souls inside the cards. When dueling, the owner of the eye can use it to see their opponent's cards and strategies clearly, giving them a significant advantage, effectively cheating. They can also see their hidden memory and see if there's a spirit inhabiting their mind. Like the rest of the Millennium items, it can also initiate Shadow Games, materialize the effects of dual monsters cards, and also cast illusions and protect its owner from harm. Among other magical powers, it can also initiate the mind card penalty game, where it seals the soul of someone inside of a card, or in the manga, or other types of penalty games, such as Pegasus, use a fate on Keith for cheating. Other lesser powers include sensing the location of people of interest. Next up, we have the Millennium Ring. The power it has, it allows its owner to find whatever he seeks, acting like a compass. It seals souls or fragments of souls into objects. Contains the souls of Zork, Necrophades, and Thief Bakura. Other than being able to initiate mystical Shadow Games, it can also cast illusions and manipulate souls. It also gives the owner other magic powers, including clairvoyance, interfering with the powers of other Millennium items, immobilizing people, and knocking them unconscious. In the Memory World arc, Bandit King Bakura used it to access his Diabound's ability to camouflage itself in the dark, so that he could sneak into the Pharaoh's palace, though he later states that the Diabound becomes more powerful the more Millennium items he holds, a trait likely true regarding most monster spirits. Only in the anime, the ring also has an unexplained bond with its owner, as shown when Bakura mysteriously regained the ring after Tristan threw it off a cliff into the forest in Duelist Kingdom. In the dark side of dimensions, when young Bakura touched the ring for the first time, it released a tremendous amount of dark energy and merged with his body. This is all presumably due to Zork's malignant powers. Only in the manga, if the ring found a suitable host, it can dig its prongs into the wearer's chest, preventing them from taking it off. Next up, we have the Millennium Scale. The scale's power is the ability to weigh a person's sin against the feather of Mott. If a person lies while being interrogated by the owner of the scale, or is truly revealed to be evil, the side opposite of the feather will lower. as if weighted down by the person's sins. And if the side without the feather drops to the bottom, a person's soul will be eaten by Amit, causing death. By placing the scale close to the heart of a person, if the scale tilts, then the person is known to have darkness in his heart. The scale has its limits regarding individuals with extremely evil hearts. Bandit King Bakura was so evil that the scale fluctuated when Karim tried to weigh his evil, while the absorbed heart of Tragodia turned the white-winged Karibo dark. Next up, we have the Millennium Key. Its primary unique ability is the power to unlock the doors of a person's soul, giving the user access to the room of the soul where their thoughts can be observed, or in the room can also be redecorated, allowing the user to alter a person's personality. The brainwashing process can be undone when the victim touches the key. Also, the controller can manipulate and destroy the personality. Additionally, in the anime, it grants the user various other abilities, such as the power of invisibility as well as the capacity to sense disruptions among the Millennium items, such as transfer of an item to one owner to another. The Millennium Key also allows the user to communicate telepathically. One such example is being the projection of visions into the minds of others. Next up, we have the Millennium Rod. This item's unique ability grants the holder the power to take control of people's minds, turning them into slaves under the user's control. By extension, it is also capable of mind manipulation, allowing the owner to telepathically communicate with others, look into their memories, trick their minds into believing what the rod owner wants them to believe, render people unconscious, and leave portions of the owner's mind in people that it has controlled. Like how Merrick did with Bakuro Rio and Tia Gardner. Its powers of mind control has no effect of one who holds a Millennium item or someone who has a deep connection to Egypt's ancient past, like Yugi, Yami Bakura, Seto Kaibar, Ishizu Ishtar, before she gave her item to Yugi. Also, if the victim has an enormous force of will, its mind control spell can be broken. Other magical abilities allow the owner to use a telekinetic-like ability to force people back or paralyze them. In the Virtual World arc, Yami Merrick can use his rod to project lightning attacks to destroy guard robots and machinery around Noah's undersea fortress. A victory duel is not required to use these abilities. Last but not least, we have the not much explained but very important Millennium Necklace. The necklace allows its wearer to see through time, offering vivid glimpses of the ancient past and near future, futures whose outcomes can only be altered through the inadvertent interference of other Millennium items. It can also protect its wearer from the shadow magic of other Millennium items. Which of these 7 items were your personal favorite? My answer will have to be the eye or the Millennium puzzle. Comment down below which one was your favorite. And for any other ideas for any Yu-Gi-Oh videos, comment down below. Thanks.